Revelation 19 and 10, and I fell at his feet to worship him. He said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. We're giving all the praise, all the honor, and all the glory to Yahweh. By Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Ruach HaKodesh. Getting straight into a lesson here, we're calling it the crescendo of the prophetic rhythm. Just we're going back to this theme here. Looked at it a few lessons back, and we've got a big word here, crescendo. Well, we know crecer means to grow in what language? In Portuguese, and I think Spanish, Espanol. But let's say in English, just a quick definition here: gradual build-up in intensity, force, or volume until reaching a climax. That's what this thing is all about. It's about to reach a climax. All the argument, the debating, it's going to be put to one side. Prophecy, the promise to fulfillment. Actually, we're going to get, measure the time. Where's that? Second is just 4:37, straight to the point, by measure. And he measured, he who is Yahweh, the name of his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, by measure, and he measured the times, and by number, and he numbered the times, and he doth not move, nor stir them, until the said measure be fulfilled. Our power is not the author of confusion. One by one, these prophecies are intensifying, and the build-up is happening in front of everyone's faces, and they can't do anything about it. They're arguing, they got every wind of doctrine, they're coming against this truth, they're fighting, they're squirming, they're wriggling all around the place, can't get away from. Everyone is subject to what is written in this book. Habakkuk 2, straight to the point, verse 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it. Why? Because it will not, but it will surely come. It will not tarry. Not much longer to wait. Matthew, red letter, Yahweh Shai speaking, 24. Matthew 24, we're going to go from 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation. We're seeing that in the news now. Kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in divers places. All these are just the beginning of sorrows. It's a build-up. The crescendo, the build-up is happening now. Let's keep moving here. Jeremiah 30, 6 and 7, ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. Can a man have a child? Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. It's at the door, but he shall be saved out of it, Lord willing. We're of that number. The build-up, the crescendo. That's what this lesson is touching up on. What about Micah? Let's get a few of these verses here. Micah 4:10, that speaks on this. Women in travail. Well, we could get 9 to begin now. Why dost thou cry out aloud? Is there no king in thee? Is thy counselor perished? For pangs have taken thee as a woman in travail, be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now shalt thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field, and thou shalt go even to Babylon. There shalt thou be delivered. There the Lord shall redeem thee from the hand of thine enemies. See? It's been captivity after captivity, one after the other. Seems like we just can't get a break. Our continued disobedience. We just can't do as we're told as a people. We who? The children of Israel. They're calling us Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. But all the name calling doesn't matter anymore. This thing is reaching its climax. And what we're going to get to Isaiah 26. Because all these captivities, that's the pain, and the deliverance is the birth, we hope, 26, Isaiah 26, 17 and 18, like as a woman with child that draweth near the time of her delivery is in pain and crieth out in her pangs, so have we been in thy sight, O Lord. We have been with child, we have been in pain, we have, as it were, brought forth wind, we have not wrought any deliverance in the earth, neither have the inhabitants of the world fallen. No, we're waiting for it to fall. We're waiting for these people to get their comeuppance, especially this last, the most brutal regime, empire, under this so-called white man, Esau, Edom. You're about to get yours. Looking to wrap up here. 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say, peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. They who? All the other nations headed up by Esau, Edom. We see a list of them in Psalms 83. It's a confederacy against the children of Israel. Don't tell them who they are. Let's lie. Let's put them ourselves in their place. Tell them they're all Africans. 1 Thessalonians 4:16. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of the Most High, and the dead in Christ. It's not like saying that we're dead in Yahushua shall rise first. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. Wherefore, bring comfort one another with these words. You should get Matthew 24. Go back to that. I'll wrap up with that one. As this new song really is the old song being remembered by the elect, refer to ourselves as the hopeful elect. This testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. Matthew 24 to wrap up. 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Yes, the crescendo of this prophetic rhythm. That's what's happening, and it's reaching its climax.